Collusion.
Are y'all? Anyway, today, man, I just want to really go over collusion, man. That's all I'm hearing lately. Literally, the NRS scene is just riddled with collusion talk. And what exactly is collusion? So shout out to Google for this definition. Collusion is an agreement between multiple players to conspire against other players. In a large variety of games, collusion is considered cheating, such as a bridge and poker. Once again, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, fighting games and gambling are hand in hand. We are all some gamblers in this, I promise you, due to unfair advantage players receive by stealing key bits of information. And another thing to understand is collusion is nothing new. This has been going back all the way back to 2013. This has been a problem. Better players meeting up, colliding, and understanding that nobody else is better than them, so why not make the most money? These people don't care about honor. These people don't care about real competition. They're in it for the dollar amount. And what you have to understand is that's never going to change. You'll always have certain top players that are out for the money. If it's a small group of better players, if the top eight's always the same, those players have the information, they have the gold. Why would they share the money, the wealth with anyone outside a certain group of people? You know what I'm saying? To collude makes sense for them. Is it cheating? Yeah, 100% is it cheating. But is it realistic? Is it the fastest way to make a quick buck if you're not going to be best player? Is to be friends with the best player, is to learn from the best player, and then to get the trickle down information. So you're not going to be placing top 1, but you might get top 2, you might get top 3, and then that top player might be like, okay, I appreciate all that help, training partner. Here's a quick bet. Here's a quick little piece of money on the side. Splitting the pot after the tournament, is it frowned upon? Probably. Once the money leaves literally out of their hands, they can't do anything about that money. It's shiesty, it's grimy, honestly. There's no other way to put it. It's just it's a bad look on the person and the TO, but like the players control a lot more than you think. And it's not just an FGC problem. This goes on, this is way above fighting game communities. People have been betting, colluding, in basketball, football, all sports, decades, and for centuries. Like nothing is going to change that. So I feel like a lot of the times in these situations, it's more just like a character thing. Is your character, are you the type of person that would go to these links just to make an extra $50, $100 at this level? And if we start talking about other sports, other fields of gaming, we're talking thousands, you know what I'm saying? Tens of thousands of dollars. So then that's when collusion can get very spicy. It's still not good, but at this level, when we're talking like $60, $100, these are scraps and little bits or people just fighting over. Things can get a lot worse than what we're seeing. And all this collusion talk set off by a very prominent member of the NRS scene, not very good. She actually threw a tournament and later found out that certain members of the tournament were actually colluding to split the pot after the tournament was over. 3 of these members that shall remain unnamed finished the tournament, and actually even after the tournament was over, asked Vera about the pot and if the loser would gain any prize after the tournament was done. But I'm such a fan of bipartisanship that I like to look at both sides. So at Ty Titan 22 seems to sympathize with the players a little bit. I don't see what the supposed issue is with this. If the competitors weren't colluding to throw the match, what they do with the money afterwards doesn't really matter whatsoever. Pot splitting isn't the same as colluding. So we got another person here named Jimmy Potato, and Jimmy Potato seems to resonate once again with the TO side of things, tweeting, not to mention the viewers donating to said pot thinking the winner gets the bag, with no entry fee and each player getting the same win or loss. Just call it paid entertainment, not competitive play. No one plays their best with nothing on the line. The Coach Steve seems to resonate with the players also, but takes a more in-between stance with this. You're definitely new here. There's no money in the FGC. People want to f up each other, but not hurt each other's pockets. Some will agree to split and some won't. I've been on both sides, and nobody gonna call me a cheater when I'm giving my 110% every time. Once again, Coach Steve makes it very clear here that he is a player and he's the one doing the work. If Coach Steve wins and he goes after the tournament to a restaurant and buddy that got third wants to eat, is that splitting the pot? You know what I'm saying? Is that colluding after the tournament? Yeah, I don't know. It's up to the people that run the tournament. It's up to the TOs. It's their responsibility to say, hey, how far do we want to chase these people, these individuals that want to collude, that want to get that extra money and spread the wealth? It's not up to Coach Steve to make that decision. Coach Steve's job is to play in the tournament. These players' jobs are to play in the tournament. They're playing for money. None of these players would be here. None of these top players that actually compete for a living, for like to eat, would be in these tournaments if the money wasn't there. Their goal isn't to have fun. This is no longer a have fun time. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I enjoy video games, fighting games to have fun. These people don't have fun. They have lives, they have things they have to pay for, they have responsibilities, they have bills. So this tweet honestly probably gonna resonate with more of the player side of things, where it's just like, hey, if I want to split the pot, I won the money, I'm gonna split whatever I want to do. Hey, I don't want to split the pot, I'm not gonna split the pot. It's up to the players in this situation. But if the TO comes down from the heavens, it's just like, maybe we should do something about this, then they have to listen, because the TOs are the ones giving the money, are the ones distributing the prizes. So if the TOs come up with certain rules, certain mandates, the players are going to have to listen. It's Vera's out of the kindness of her heart to even throw these tournaments, to even put people on in a position to make money in something that's is such a niche thing like fighting games. We all love fighting games so much, but it is a smaller community compared to these first-person shooters, compared to these MMO games, in comparison to the money, to the pop bonuses. So even for her to do something so local and so ground level, and then for people to come in and start colluding and scumbag things, it leaves a bad taste in these content creators' mouths, so they don't want to put forth that effort to come through and do these tournaments like that again. And that's not cool, man, because like we all appreciate what she does for the community, and myself included. Like, I enjoy watching Vera streams. I enjoy, supporting these content creators that I watch on the daily on Twitch. So you know what I'm saying, I can definitely see the problem with that. The collusion comes in and you're just like, wow, like people really aren't trying right now. Like, you always want someone to try, you always want someone to put forth their best effort. These sponsors, money on their side too, because they're trying to make a buck, they're trying to get their brand out there on a different level, they're trying to get up there with those other brands that we know and love for our whole lives. These McDonald's, these companies that have been at the top, their minds are on completely different levels of thinking, on completely different levels of dollar amounts, that they're not worried about $70 or $80. So when they hear about cheating at that level, of course they're going to be disappointed. Of course they're going to reel back their sponsorships. Of course they're going to stop doing these pop bonuses. And at the end of the day, that's just going to hurt the players who actually want to get these tournaments, that actually need this money to support their talents, because these players are talented. These are very skilled individuals. And when they come to these tournaments, we are thankful that they show up. We are thankful that they spend their time streaming, that they spend their time playing these games for our enjoyment. We all enjoy what they do on these controllers, on these keyboards, on these mouses, any form of competitive play in artistry. So it's not like these rules of collusion are here to harm them or stop them from doing what we all enjoy they do and what we enjoy watching them do. It's just to keep things fair and honest. And at that level, when money's on the line, things always need to be fair and honest. And yeah, just looking back at these messages, you can even kind of tell how like sketchy it is for a person. I'm guessing, because the names are blanked out once again, I'm guessing that this person won the tournament and now is asking about the loser's prize. So even little things like that is like where you can kind of tell, like, okay, something fishy's going on. Or maybe in the grand finals, someone doesn't pick their main character, or you'll find out that sometimes these grand finalists are best friends, you know what I'm saying? So like they know each other's tendencies, they know certain things about each other, or they're in a Discord chat together at the time of the tournament. So little things like that can kind of give off the appearance of like, hey, like, is this fair? Like, is this okay? And once again, to them, it doesn't matter. I can tell you right now that you could change anyone. You can rotate those top 8 players and bring out anyone that has a problem with collusion, and they're gonna get schmopped. They're gonna get dusted because they're just so better. Like, I'm telling you, like, there's real levels to this. There's top play and there's high level play. It's completely different. The gap gap is it sounds like they're close, but they're not. So it's just like, if you do have a problem with this, you have to take it up on a different level. You can't just come in and be like, hey, they're colluding, because you need proof. You can't just come out and be like, okay, I think they cheated. You have to actually have proof that collusion is happening. If something does look fishy or off, you just got to accept that, okay, maybe that did leave kind of like a sour taste in my mouth. They're like, oh, this person never really does that in this situation, or they always clutch it out. Like, why is this one time they decided to do this in that situation? So collusion is a very touch and go thing. Once again, guys, we're just all here trying to have a good time, trying to have fun. When stuff like this gets brought up, or when stuff like this gets put into the light, it's kind of depressing. No one wants to hear about people cheating, or people thinking people are cheating, or money being involved. The last thing when I show up to any of these offlines or watch these streams is the money, to be honest. I'm just trying to see a good show. I'm trying to see some craziness, honestly. I'm trying to see people show out. I'm trying to see some people get styled on. I'm here for the clips, honestly. If someone's getting clipped, I'm here for it, you know what I'm saying, in the most positive way possible. I love it, man. I'm not out here trying to say I want to see people get snitched on, or say I want to see people cheat. I just want everyone to understand that, like, these things do go on, and it will affect the community as a whole, and it's best to just kind of chill out. Let's all keep it, you know, PG friendly. Shout out Waddy. Just shake their hand. Keep it moving, man. That's all we need to do. Shake, dap. COVID safe, dap up. And let's just keep it going, man. Fighting games as much as y'all, and I hope we can just understand that certain things just can't be allowed. Hey, and once again, thank you so much.
YouTube.
Hey, get out of here. Thank you so much, YouTube, and I guess I'll catch you guys later.